took what they call a step-aside fee, so he took money to stand aside last November so Berto could fight the easier fight against Freddie Hernandez. He promised him a return in April. It didn't happen.
They often don't, Tim. Don't worry about that. And I think it was actually a very smart move to take step-aside money, not to face Berto. I think I'd do that 8 days a week. Berto, a hell of a puncher.
Now we're going to see whether this guy, Lubachkin, is going to be a hell of a puncher here on his debut against a live opponent. As we said, his record built on fighters that have been either making their debut or have lost considerably more than they've won. Selcuk Aydin, this is a stepping stone. He's already got his next opponent lined up. Decent left hook from him early on there.
Yes, 13 of the 18 victims that Lubachkin has beaten were making their debuts. And including his last opponent, one Nikolai Zaychuk, and he beat him inside a round. So it's, you know, as I say, Tim, it's, you know, I mean, records don't speak for themselves, unfortunately. You've got to go into them and examine them, and we've done that, and we do know that he's probably not up to this. But on paper, he looks it.
Yeah, he's got a great following, Aydin, in Germany. You just look at the muscle definition and the physique, the difference between the two of them. And you get the feeling that perhaps Lubachkin doesn't perhaps possess the power to end a fight against a fighter like Aydin. Yes, and you can see the cut and immediately the blood streaming from his right eye here.
Yes, and quite how the WBA have got to Aydin ranked number 2 is beyond me. There's a terrible cut there. That's going to be a fight threatening, you know. Time. Yep, referee stopped the fight now to see if this is going to get any worse. Oh. That's a rotten one, isn't it?
Yeah,
leading into the eye as well. I've got a feeling it'll end here. And this one, by the way, is scheduled for 8 rounds. So we could be looking at a quick finish. And that was a left hook that possibly did it.
Well, that is a welcome to the big time for Lubachkin.
Yep, Dmitry Lubachkin from Belarus. Looks like he might just be about to bow out here in this opening round.
Just funny that...
maybe not. Maybe not.
He's going to get the all clear to carry on here, but you do wonder how... Well, you do wonder how long, because as soon as he walked back into the centre of the ring, you could see already the blood begin to start to trickle again.
Yes, and of course there's an extra target now for Aydin to go for. That's a lousy cut. What rotten luck here for Lubachkin. Major fight for him.
But where he doesn't want to be is in the position he's in there. Doesn't he need to be fighting at a bit of distance here?
Well, of course, if he was fighting at distance, Tim, of course, he would be something of a target, a long-distance target for Aydin. And on the inside, as you so rightly say, you know, there is the danger there.
Oh, look at that left hook.
Lovely punch there from Aydin, and, well, he buckled his knees, didn't he?
And he's going in for the kill here inside the first round. He's got under half a minute to finish him off. Remember, this is a fighter that Lou DiBella called not a particularly interesting fighter, Aydin.
Well, Lou may be right. You know, he's seen everybody. And he's gone over now properly. Right hand there to the side of the head, and he's all over the place here. It should end in this opening round. It is. It's all over.
Yeah, quick conclusion then for Dmitry Lubachkin, who loses for the first time in his pro career, and Selcuk Aydin. But it was only a temporary stepping stone. He's got bigger things on the horizon. Really sporting gesture that from Aydin. He's actually helping him back to his corner, but he was outclassed in every department.
Well, as we said before, Tim, paper records, you know, people say records speak for themselves, but of course they don't always. You've got to examine them, and there's that lovely chopping right from Aydin that put paid to Lubachkin in the opening round. He was on his way anyway. Rattled a couple of times, wasn't he, in round 1. Badly cut as well. And that kind of sums him up, really. You know, get him against a world-class performer, and that's exactly what you expect.
Well, the big question is about now is how far can this guy go? You get him in with Nicola Berto, do you fancy him?
No.
Andre Berto, right?
Andre Berto, I'm afraid, would probably take him out within 5 or 6 rounds. You know, I mean, that's pretty good going. If you could last that long against Berto, good luck to him.
Good crowd inside this indoor arena tonight, and plenty of attraction still left to come. We were expected to see Benjamin Summer tonight, but he's injured his hand in a final week of sparring in the build-up to his fight tonight, so there's been a bit of a shift around in the running order for tonight, but we'll keep you updated as we go through the show. But a good start this, though, for Selcuk Aydin. And he appeared on a Don King show not that long back as one of Don's hot prospects. And well, you can't go too far wrong if Don King likes you, can you? I mean, you're in good company there.
Well, you said it.
Well, you're in company.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, let's face it, you might as well be influenced by the biggest man on the planet, in boxing terms anyway.
Well, he barely broke a bead of sweat in that one-round stoppage there. And Lubachkin takes a defeat back home to Minsk.
Well, we did say earlier, of course, that he does live in Potsdam in Berlin, but he's, you know, thoroughly a Minsk man. And there, Selcuk Aydin is declared the winner in a round.
He's in a division, though, that's packed with talent in the. I mean, you think, where's he going to go? Berto. And I mean, if you look above Berto, you've got Mosley, Pacquiao, and Mayweather. So,
but there's plenty below Berto that would probably put paid to Aydin's dreams. You know,
yeah.
No, you know, at a level, he's okay. Don't get me wrong, Tim. But you know, we're talking way above his head here.